Let's see how this goes down in Chinatown. Whew. Not too bad. Not too bad. Well, let's talk about Christmas, and fuck you, Kirk Cameron. How about that, huh? No, I don't mean that. I'm not mad. I'm not angry at him. He's just a disgrace to the human race. That's awful. I want to apologize to Kirk Cameron right now on the road to 40. I don't mean that at all. You know what? He's probably a really nice person with his heart in the right place. However, he's just leading people kind of like lemmings over a cliff, basically. Wasting your life. Nuts. I found that today. You know, the funny thing is this is obviously a deck of cards. The other side was golf. I don't get it. But nuts. That's all you need to know. Hey guys, I'm Jason Oliveira. This is the Road to 40, my nightly vlog where I talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. You can come by, you can check it out, or you don't have to. But I'm still going to talk about what I want to talk about. Mind you, a lot of what I have to say here is for, hopefully, you, my children, who are watching this 30 years from now. Yeah, this is me, then, back in 2014, December 5th, 6th, to be precise. Worked a 7-hour work today. That's just crazy. What the hell? I need to be an artist. I need to make art and make money off my art, just enough so that I can make as much as I make now. If I could make more, that'd be great. If I could get into video production, that'd be great. If I could get into graphic design, that would be great. If I could get into acting, that would be great. If I could be the songwriter for a band, if I could be the guitarist for a band, I just want to create art as much as I can before I die. That is what I am all about. I'm not about making a ton of money. I'm about being able to leave money for my kids, having a nice place to live, and enjoying life as much as possible. So, that's what I want to do. You have any suggestions? What should I do? Should I quit my job? Should I just stay home and draw? Should I write songs? What do I got to do? What are we going to do to take the next step? See, that's my problem is, as a creative, I think I'm really good. I'm very creative in many walks of life and aspects of life. However, I'm not good at the business end of it. I'm not good at marketing myself. I feel like I suck at everything I do, even though I know I don't. I mean, I'm not terrible. I'm not the best of the best, but I try. I try my best. I try my hardest, and I think the more a person does that, the better they do become. Will I be the best at what I do? Probably never. There's nothing that I do that I will be the best of. It's kind of a sad confession, isn't it? It's really sad. I want to talk about two things. I don't know where to take this. I'm going to start with a happy note, and we'll end it on a bit of a sour note. I'm getting old, man. I'm not young anymore. I have taken some injuries that are starting to shine through. I don't feel 100% every day when I wake up. I'm not old, don't get me wrong. I still am 95, 96% every day. But I have days that are 82% days. It's okay. I mean, that's life. That's how life works, and then you die, and it all goes black. What a horrible idea that. You know what? I might not be a believer in the Christian faith 100%. I may not be a believer in any religion. However, to believe that to close your eyes upon death and open them into darkness for eternity, it sucks. Although it's just like sleeping. I'm not aware that I'm sleeping. I guess the day that I die, when I close my eyes, that'll be it. It'll be like I'm sleeping forever. I could use a nap like that. The Gorilla Pod that I showed you guys on the What a Deal, or What a Bargain, I took this off of the Logitech. This is what I've been using, in case you guys were ever wondering what's on that side of the fence. This is what I was using to hold up my Logitech webcam that I'm looking at right now. Looking into your soul, and you love it. So I've been using this on the Sony Handycam. Unfortunately, I got to charge it. I charged it the other day. It looked like it was full. I opened it up to start recording it, and it died. Like, it stayed open for about 2 minutes, and that was it. I was like, oh, man. I thought maybe it timed out, so I closed it, opened it. Nope, no luck. What are your favorite Christmas movies? Now, I can think of 3 right now. I didn't think about this. This is going off the old noggin right now. Literally, I just, when I think about Christmas movies, I can think of 4 right off the bat that 3 of them I believe would shock you to your core. All right. In no particular order. I don't have an absolute particular favorite movie out of these because a lot of them are my favorites. Okay. The obvious one is Elf. When that movie popped off, it moved something within me, within my heart and soul, and when I get to the scene at the end when they're singing and finally the dad sings and he believes finally and it saves them and they go over and the people see goddamn Santa Claus and Elf there. Will Ferrell? Will Terrell. Will Terrell's the artist. Will Ferrell is the actor, in case you didn't know. But that movie, from start to finish, it makes me laugh. It literally makes me cry. And it's a huge part of our family. Like, we watch it from Thanksgiving night. We watch it every year now. That's our tradition. We watch Elf and we put the tree up. They started the goddamn movie without me this year. I was actually kind of a little bit hurt. I was just like, man, I really wanted to sit there. I wanted to be there. Like, that is an experience on Thanksgiving. After we're done eating, the sun starts to go down. We start putting the tree up. We start decorating it. We put Elf on. And then when that's done, we put on the Muppets and John Denver Christmas. I wasn't offended. I mean, I came home. I had to go out to do something. There's no reason why I should be upset. I shouldn't have been going out anyway. It was Thanksgiving. Anywho, Elf will always be, until the day I die, one of my favorite movies. Now, I would love to see a sequel. A lot of people are so against sequels. Like, if it fails, who cares? If it's terrible, who cares? You still have the original. The original is still as good. You know, if you like Star Wars, episodes 4, 5, and 6, then love Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6. Who cares about 1, 2, and 3? You don't have to, let that ruin your experience. I'd love to see an Elf 2 and see what they did with it. I know they're doing one with Jim Parsons, the guy that plays damn, I can't think tonight, on that show, the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon. He's going to be voicing a Claymation episode, which is coming out, I believe. I have friends that might be stopping by tonight, and if they do, then I might have to pause this for a moment. I apologize. I can edit this, though. Now that I've got Premiere down to a pat, the hard thing is though, it does delay putting it up there. Because if I want an unedited copy to go out there, maybe I should just do that. Just boom, put it up, let it out there, then do the edited copy the next day. I am really wasting my time here. Not doing this, but why would I do that? It's fun to do the editing. If I want to do editing, I'll do editing. Okay. So we got 3 more movies left, and I'm sure I'll come across another one as we're going through. Scrooged. Obviously, this is a holiday movie. You've got Bill Murray, one of my favorite actors of all time, playing Scrooge, and it's a modern retelling of it. But I don't care about any of that. It's cool that it's a Christmas movie. I really like watching it around Christmas. However, it's the Bill Murray that really gets me. He's such a when Bill Murray acts in a comedy role or a role where Groundhog Day is perfect. Sure, it's a part of a comedy, but it's not just a comedy. Scrooge is a good movie, and it's Bill Murray, one of my favorite actors. So you get the classic story retold for the 80s or whenever it was refilmed, and then you get Bill Murray, who's just awesome.
Him in the drag ass. His draggy, saggy ass. Well, Papa.
Wow.
Get out.
I want to post a link to a video, too. Speaking of beautiful things, there's a show, Break.com has a show called Prank It Forward, where they prank people, but in the end, they end up giving them. This woman, for example, in the video, I'll link it right here. Fireworks! Fireworks. Oh, it's off screen. Fireworks. Flames! Flames! Fire! Forgive me. Damn it. Okay, So those are the two that are Christmas related. I'm going to move on to the two that are not. Die Hard. Die Hard takes place during Christmas. Now, you could say it's not a Christmas movie. It is. It was released around Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Christmas-themed movie. There's a lot of Christmas in that movie. A lot of things, a lot of gift-giving, a lot of trees and decorating. So, Die Hard, ultimately, it didn't make my top, 20 movies of all time, I don't think. It's close. It might have been on there. I can't remember. I think I only did a top 10 before. We'll have to go back and do that again. Actually, I've got a few I've got some bottom lists I want to do. That's going to be fun because we've never done that before. That's something new. I got to write it down because I've been thinking about it, but I keep forgetting that I want to do it. This is getting long-winded tonight, huh? Bottom 10 movies. Okay, so Die Hard is just ultimately just the badassery of Bruce Willis in his younger years, just taking out these terrorists and just having fun doing it, and he just gets fucked up. And that's a good thing. Here's the thing about action movies. I don't like movies with Steven Seagal because he is just the ultimate badass. And every movie he's in, he does, I mean, not every movie, but the majority of movie, he's just, everything is just like, seriously, I will kick your ass. That's how I feel like all his movies are. He never, even, I don't like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but he gets the shit kicked out of him from time to time, and he comes back and wins. You need that. And Steven Seagal forgot that, and I think that's why he failed as an actor and a person. He's just horrible. Him, Ted Nugent, and Kirk Cameron should just get on a boat. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to be negative. Not this time of year, my friends. Anywho, Die Hard. What a great movie. Lastly, before we move on to the darker side of things to talk about tonight, I wanted to say that one of the first movies I think about when I think about Christmas, and probably a lot of people do, not a lot, but I'm sure there are some people out there like me, Gremlins. My God, it takes place at Christmas. He's given Gizmo as a gift at Christmas, and shit goes to hell. What a phenomenal movie. Steven Spielberg, I believe, directed, and did he write it? I think he wrote it. Anywho, the screenplay. What a great movie. I mean, Gremlins 2 is definitely on my bottom 10 movies of all time. That movie was fucking horrible. I mean, just to the core, there was nothing redeemable about that movie. The original actors, I felt, were a little bit turned up more, especially Phoebe Cates. I think she was horrible. But, I can't remember his name, but the guy that plays Billy, he was okay in the movie. The neighbors that came to visit him in New York, I thought they did a pretty good job. But the rest, every actor in that movie, I have a friend, Rich Marini, who has no problem with this movie. I love him to death. Don't get me wrong. He played bass in a band with me once. And I think he's a creative and really just to the core nice person. However, he's very opinionated. And, God forbid you would say something negative to something that he loves. Even I understand that people have opinions. Gremlins 2, in my opinion, is one of the worst movies ever written. Now, it could have been done better on screen, maybe. It could have been done better in the acting. It could have been done better in so many ways. However, in the idea of it being a sequel to Gremlins, it failed miserably. Yes, there were Gremlins and Mogwai in it. Other than that, it was just terrible. It was a parody of itself. You got electricity gremlins, and you've got spider gremlins. It's just they get into this lab, which, of course, this mall has a science lab that they're experimenting with genetics and DNA. So, just horrible. Just god-awful. Anywho, Gremlins 1, though, is one of the best movies, I think, of all time. I think it's well acted, well written, well scored. The music it's just everything about it is just a beautiful movie altogether. And it makes me think of Christmas. So there's the top 4 Christmas movies. I could probably give you some other typical ones. A Christmas Story is a great one. I love watching that. But that's typical. Anywho, the thing I want to talk about that's not so positive tonight, I'll try to keep this brief because I don't like to be negative. But we're already at 16 minutes. we don't need to put the Christ back in Christmas. We don't need to take the Christ out of Christmas. Although, maybe we do a little bit more than we need to put him in. The reason why I say this is, yes, you can have Christmas. If you are a Christian, I have no problem with you saying Merry Christmas to me. I will reply to you, thank you, man. Just Merry Christmas to you, or Happy Holidays, or whatever I feel like saying. This is not a Christian nation, though. There are other religions, and because of that, there are other holidays. So you've got, Kwanzaa, obviously this time of year, roughly around this time of year. And you've got the Festival of Lights this time of year, the Jewish Christmas, basically. It's actually slipping my mind right now. That's why I've been kind of putting this off. I'm like, what the hell do you call it? Hanukkah. Which I think is pretty cool. You get presents spanned over a time period. I think that allows you to kind of relax. Like, Christmas to me has become so fast-paced every year. Like, I just want it to slow down. I want to cherish the moments with my children that I didn't get to cherish as a child. You know what I mean? I felt like everything was always rushed. It was, go here, do this, go this, open this, go open there, go over there, say thank you, okay, let's go eat, we go eat, okay, Unky falls asleep on the couch, we go watch sport, or they go watch sports, I go play with my toys. It was never, like, sit down and spend time and tell stories about the year and stuff like that. My family holidays were terrible, absolutely terrible. Now, my mother did her best to make up for it in gifts. She was a wonderful, like, thoughtful woman. She is. Jesus Christ. However, like, I always felt like it was so rushed and nobody cared about the moment like I did. And to me, it was just family coming together. And I have a terrible family. Like, I love my family. I love the members of my family. But as far as being a family goes, we're one of the worst examples of what you should be to be a family. Like, we don't care enough about each other to stay in contact enough. We don't... I don't know. I don't know how to say it any better. And I love them to death. Every member of my family that's still alive, which they're not many. But growing up, for me, Christmas was very religious. It was very Christian religious. And because of that, I was raised in a certain way, and we went to church on Sunday if it was Christmas or whatever like that. And so I understand how Christians feel about their holiday. That's their religion. They have every right to believe that religion, just like a Muslim does, just like a Jew does, just like I could go on and on. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to get at. My point is that we are not a Christian nation. There are several holidays that fall under other religions that happen this time of year as well. The reason why people say happy holidays is because when I look at a person who comes to my line at work, I don't know if they're a Christian, I don't know if they're a Jew, I don't know if they're an atheist, I don't know what they are. But I want them to know from my heart that I hope that they have a beautiful season, a beautiful, wonderful holiday season. And if you're a Christian, then I mean it that way. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas. If you are Jewish, I hope you have a wonderful Hanukkah. If you are... what is Kwanzaa? I have no idea, to be completely honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I'm a genius when it comes to all religions. Anywho, that's the reason why I say happy holidays. It's not because I'm snubbing religion. There's no mystical, magical, secret war on religion. It doesn't exist. The fact of the matter is religion is dumb and it shouldn't exist. It ruins things. It causes wars. It causes bickering. It causes strife. It causes murder. It causes terrorism. It causes nothing but good anymore. Now, mind you, there are left-wing liberal churches that I believe are doing a lot of good. And that's fine. But you got a lot of right-wing conservative Christians who have no idea who Jesus is at all. They think they do, but they're completely wrong. There's an interesting video. I'm going to post it right here. It's 15 or 20 things you should never say to an atheist. I'm not saying I'm an atheist. I definitely believe in a higher power. However, I don't think any religion is nailed it on the head. Otherwise, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's so easy for Christians to dismiss the God of Thor. You'll watch that in that video if you watch it. But if you try to deny their God, they're like, are you stupid? Are you crazy? But it's so easy for them to deny so many other gods that have claimed to exist. All because of this book. I just don't get it. Anywho, I just wanted to say that. Like, I think we don't need to take Christ out of or put him any further into this season. The fact of the matter is that there's a lot of religions out there. And if you're a cool person, I mean, you don't have to love another person's religion, especially if you have a favored religion. But don't think because you believe in that religion that it's the right religion. Don't necessarily, I mean, for you, that's fine, but not for everybody. And does it mean that your God is the God of Abraham? Is it, I mean, is Jesus more than a man? Did he come here to die for our sins and, raise again 3 days? No, I don't think so. Like, I think Jesus was a man who taught a very important lesson that everyone should follow. But there are other prophets. There are other, non-denominational gods. There are, there are theories. There are philosophies that you should believe in as well. I think we're too quick to pigeonhole and say, if you don't believe in this, this is what's going to happen. You can't say that. You can't even say there's a God for sure, is what I'm saying. Anywho, let me get back to my original point. You know how I can get off on a rant and a rave when it comes to religion. This time of year, we need to make people smile more. We need to do it in any way we can. And for me, I can't say Merry Christmas to you. Or maybe I can. From time to time, if I feel comfortable with it, that's fine. Merry Christmas. If I know that that's what you believe in, I'll say Merry Christmas to you. If I don't know what you believe in, I'm probably going to say Happy Holidays. Because it's not about not offending somebody. It's about just being nice and polite. Like, the right, in my opinion, is so quick to opinionate and shove their theories down people's throats, and their kind are so easily eaten up that I think that they forget that, like, we're all people in this world and we all need to get along, whether we agree on abortion, if we agree or disagree on our politics. It doesn't, any subject matter, it doesn't matter. We are a human race. If we want to continue to exist and enjoy this planet together, we need to sit down seriously and look at the world around us and go, what have we done that benefits the next 1,000,000 years or, 1,000 years or whatever? And if we're doing things that don't benefit that, then we need to turn the boat around or just shift it on its course a little bit. I don't know. That's how I feel. I don't mean to describe this last part of the video as being negative either, because it's not negative. It's just how I feel. And I feel that saying Happy Holidays isn't a war against Christmas. I think it's just being polite and being, this goddamn thing is not charging. All right, I'm going to go bash the hell out of this thing. Thank you guys for always coming back. Please, if you're loving watching these as much as I'm loving making them, subscribe, like, comment, give me something to talk about. Follow me on any of the social media sites out there. I'm out there, GEYCEN, if you are interested. Be good to one another. Make somebody smile tomorrow if you can. Do your best. You don't got to go crazy. Just, compliment somebody. Pat somebody on the back. I don't know. Just as well as I do. I'm new to this too, man. It's only been 233 days. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Spend a little time with yourself. Draw a little bit more than you normally would, Or if you don't, take the time to do something for yourself or to further advance your knowledge or your skills or your whatever. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the rain. Let's enjoy every moment of life. Let's live life to the fullest. You know what I mean? Let's love it all. Let's every moment of it. That's how I feel. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do you think there's anything wrong with that? If you do, tell me below. I will gladly consider your opinion. If there's something I'm saying that you disagree with and you don't say anything to me, then that's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to confront me on it. But if your whole belief system is totally against my belief system and you think that I'm doing something wrong, feel free to put a comment down there. I'll gladly discuss this in a rational, common ground type of discussion. Like, I don't want to fight about things. I just want to put it out there. And if you think I'm wrong, then I have no problem with that. Tell me why I'm wrong. All right, I'm going to go try to charge this goddamn camera. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you guys. It really means a lot for me to see you guys coming back and watching these videos. And if this is 30 years from now and it's my kids, hey, what's going on? What's going on in the future, man? What's new and hip and trendy? Do people still wear flannels? Do people still have flesh? Anywho, get the hell out of here. Go take care of each other. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate it to the fullest and enjoy it, man. Because you never know when tomorrow might not come. Okay? You guys have a great night. Take care of one another and spread the love. Okay? You guys are awesome. I'll see you a little bit further on down the road.